Hello. Hi, everybody. Welcome in. Mac, Willow, Fanny, Turtle, Slav. That might be everybody. I need some bot that'll like just tell me who all has chatted since stream started or something. Oh, hello. Oh, we're gonna dabble all right, excessively. Oh, sickness has befallen the Dobbs house. Hovercat actually has been down tonight. So, I've been the parent since school let out. But Lil Toadette has been a champ, so all is well. Which is more than I can say for previous night, which was an adventure. We're good. We got a plan. We're gonna go to school. We're bringing the Tony box in the car. It's gonna be great. We're gonna listen to the Pigeon. I love the Pigeon. It's probably my favorite one. Yeah, she'll be down for a few days, but we'll get there. Tony box is great. I've not shown this off. I've got it set aside because I want to remember it. This is the Tony box that I've mentioned this multiple times on stream. This is a nice little bit of kit, as Dupu has said. It's very easy for kids to understand how to operate it. The Pigeon one. The Pigeon. Oh gosh. His head. Oh no. The Pigeon's head. The Pigeon is so good. It's by Mo Willems, who previously worked on Sesame Street. He's got a whole series that she loves reading. The two main series that we like of his are Piggy and Elephant and The Pigeon. And this is like a full 30-minute bit involving a pigeon wanting to drive a bus. And there's musical numbers, and they're catchy. They're that, Sesame Street catchy. It's like, oh, that's some public broadcast jazz right there. Oh, I like that. They never really... I don't think they ever really talk about why the pigeon can't drive the bus. We're gonna find out. So if anybody's not seeing the Tony box, this is that you squeeze an ear to turn it on, and then you just.
Don't you think it's time for a nice mellow song?
Wait! Don't read that title!
The pigeon has to go to school.
Too late.
And now a song that will send you soaring. Don't let the pigeon stay up late.
That's great. Oh.
Hi, I'm the bus driver.
Oh, that's good.
Happy to welcome you to stories and fun part of what makes them.
It's a Tony box. I was explaining how this thing works. So the idea is this is an MP3 player for children. And the songs, they're not actually stored on these, but as far as the kids are concerned, the audio is stored in the little toys that magnetically attach. What's actually happening is there is no audio file on these. It's just an ID. And I know this because it has to connect to the internet the first time you put a new Tony on to download the track. You have to wait for it to download the whole. If you put it on for just a bit, it'll start, but it won't finish the download until like 3 minutes have passed. So if you pop it on and then you get in the car and leave, then it didn't get it all, and you're only gonna have like the first bit of the thing. Anyway, yeah, it's a Tony box. It's you put a little toy on it.
By practicing your nose.
You can fast forward by just
See you in the first story.
First story? Oh no, I'm late! Time.
Anyway, this particular one is my favorite. This little pigeon here is "Don't let the pigeon drive the bus." It's really good. Because all the kids have to say no.
Why not?
Why not? Send him a pizza. Send him a pizza. Forward.
Things for me until I get back.
Forward.
The bus.
Don't let the pigeon drive the bus. And then all the kids say no. And the pigeon says, "Oh, can I drive the bus?"
Hey, can I drive the bus?
And then all the kids say no. And so the kids get to like play along with it.
Please?
You see? It's fun.
I'll be careful.
Right? All right, chat, everybody, no.
I tell you what, I will just steer.
All right, and then everybody types no.
My cousin Herb drives a bus almost every day.
No.
Story.
Pigeons.
It's great. It's classic Sesame Street style fare. He's great. Oh, I've been trying to figure out who voices this pigeon. I cannot for the life, because he's got a great singing voice.
I never get to do any. Hey, I've got an idea. Let's play.
No, pigeon. No.
How about I bet your mom would let me.
Appeal to authority. No, pigeon.
Deal. Fine.
I don't know how to consistently fast forward.
I'm back.
Well, anyway, that's the pigeon driving the bus. No, he's not driving the bus. He's not driving the bus. That's the whole point. The bus driver song. Oh. What's a block?
Bus doors open, the blinkers blink, and official hat, snazzy.
Anyway,
The bus is
I'm just enjoying this.
so and what you think, and you guess who's taking this bus stop by storm. Spoiler alert, it's me! I'm the bus driver, bus driving, the bus driving bus driver. Yeah, the bus.
All right, get that out of here. I gotta save that battery for tomorrow's school drive. I'm just worn out from today. I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna try to get some work done, but it's been a heck of a day. Yeah, we're just gonna listen to the entire. Well, okay. So he voices the pigeon in like the battery alert. He voices the pigeon in the animated book readings. I'm pretty sure, because I've listened to his voice separately. Because he has his own little channel where he draws a pigeon and then I don't know, shows his drawing desk to the kids. But it doesn't sound like him. Like this voice is like it's a real, he's belting it out. Can I drive the bus? No, no. Can I drive the bus? No, no. Can I drive the bus? No, no. I'll give you $5. No, no. I gotta find the charger. I don't know where the charger is. Oh, crap. Where's the charger? We've been listening to too much pigeon. We've been listening to too much pigeon. I don't know where the charger is. Oh, jeez. Where's the Tony Box charger? Alright, that's fine. That's fine. It'll get us. It's like a 10-minute. It's a 10-minute drive. It's a 10-minute drive. We'll be fine. We'll be fine. 10 minutes. Where in the world did it. Great entertainer he is. Great entertainer he is. Core Keeper. I will never play the Core Keeper. Just like Dupu will never do the floss. Right. I've been working a lot on the level zones. Like the rooms. I got a whole I think Chapter 3 planned 30 different rooms. Oh, compare Chapter 1 had like 20. Chapter 1 had, I think, 20 rooms. Chapter 2 has 11, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13-ish, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. 23, I think. 23 rooms. So this is the biggest chapter, good luck, as far as number of rooms. So it's gonna be a biggin. And it doesn't need that many. Like the critical path, I think, will be 26 rooms. But I want to have some optional areas available right from the get-go just to make it a little bit more open exploration chapter. Make it a little bit more of that, you know? Okay. King Snail Part 2. Well, I mean, the last version of the game, which this may not be representative of the final build. Well, the zipped build is under 100 megs for the demo. So 0.1 gigabytes. But when you actually... Oh, I don't know how much the build is now. Probably 6. I don't know how big the raw build is after it's been unzipped. Oh, I could check Steam. Maybe we'll just play the Bold Bogey. Paper Robot Demo. Paper Robot Demo. Browse local game files. Oh, that's not big at all. About... It comes in at under 200 megs unpacked. Daper Pobot Remo. Oh, Mac. Mac sitting on my shoulder here with little red horns and a little pointy red tail and a little red pitchfork. Oh, you can take a night off. That won't break your momentum forever. Just, just a little bit of heroin. It couldn't hurt. Just a crumb of heroin. Yeah. All right. Enemy directory. Let's get Factorio downloaded again. Just get it re-downloaded. There was another release of space exploration. And a little red hat. And a red car. And a little red dog. And a little red birdhouse in your soul. And a little red canary in the outlet by the light switch. Who watches over me? A little red candle. Red icing. Where is he? Is he down here? Where is he? Snail King 2. Oh, okay. There he is. Okay, King Heal, King Strength, King Defense. A little red teacup. Happy birthday, Dupu. Congratulations to Dupu for getting to the boss of Casio Mario World. So now that's just where he lives from now on. That's just where he be. Okay. So King Snail 2. What does he do other than just... Okay, so the heal. The heal is only available every other turn at most, and only if you've already gotten 10 HP knocked off. If he's missing 10 HP, more than 10 HP, and it's an even turn number, then he's allowed to use the heal move, but not forced to use the heal move. The idea is being the heal move should be like, you're not going to see that too often. I kind of don't want that. I kind of want the idea being that he's separated from his 72 gigabytes of paper robot. Oh, guys, I got to chapter 103, and the story is really going off the rails now. Oh, no. Wow. That's the last one. On to braces. And he only heals for 5. It's not a big deal. The heal is not bad. I just wasn't expecting the Fortnite tie-in. Okay, so you can buff strength by 2, buff defense by... Oh wait, no, by... Oh yeah, it is by 2. Oh, see, that's gonna hurt. Oh, that's actually gonna hurt. Defense buff should only be by 1 point. Because I don't foresee that being cool. Like, if you block 2 damage, it's basically just like, you don't get to attack this turn. It's like, That's not cool. It's like you can spend the turn using items, I guess. Or no. It means that you are kind of prompted to send some damage to King Snail. 108 pigs. Every pig is unique. You never see the same pig twice. All right, so the question is, what happens to King Snail after the Molsk is defeated? Does he attack? Or does he give up? 13 trillion pigs. 13 trillion pigs. I don't even think it would be that hard to get to 13 trillion combinations of pigs. It's not even that much. Dun, dun, dun. 13 trillion toes. 13 trillion toes. What does this guy do after the tank goes down? Give up feels like I feel like he should go on the offensive. It's like you still got to deal with him. He's not going to just give it away. He's not just going to throw in the towel. Maybe he just defaults to his normal Chapter 1 attacks. Yeah. Let me look up the Chapter 1 moves. Because those are weird. Those are weird. Yeah, maybe he does a self buff that lasts for the rest of the fight. To be like, uh-oh. So it's... Here we go. Snail Fanfare. So this one is a weird one. He can attack either the front... And I don't think a lot of people notice this in the demo, because they're usually like, oh, what do I do? So he can attack either front line or back line with his attack. And that makes the blocking kind of hard, because if you guess wrong, it's going to throw your timing off. Like, if you're pressing the button as though he's going to hit the front line, and then he jumps over and slowly lobs into the back line, there's a good chance you're just going to miss your dodge entirely. And so, he actually plays a different audio cue for his fanfare, depending on whether he's going for front line or back line. I am considering bumping up the volume on those, though, because it's hard to hear it over the music. So if he's going for the front liner, and if he's going for the back liner, it's subtle-ish. It's not subtle, it's fairly overt. But you'd have to know what to listen for. I think this is fine. We can do this exact same attack action. We can do the same attack action. But we need to change... We need to have a separate item here. We need to have a separate item in the directory. Chapter 3 moves. Because We need... There's some way. I know there is, that we can call another move. Here we go. So that is call another move right there. Is there another instance? Oh well. Like we can literally just do this. Just action.call. And then we reference the chapter 1 move here. Source targets. So there you go. And the only thing we do here is we add a requirement that says only do this if the enemy team has 1 player left. Well, this is easier to just do this. Return size equals 1. There we go. Easy as that. Game made. Oh, yeah. You don't want to forget your braces. Your curly brace. RE9 finished downloading. Oh, jeez. Germdove. It's GD script. It's Python-esque. Pythonic, as they say. Use a full colon. Just do a semicolon twice for good measure. Actually, you can't. In most languages that require a semicolon to terminate statements, you can just throw in extra semicolons, and it's like, okay, yeah. Okay, sure. There we go. Let's have a self buff. Self buff. And this is only usable if side is 1 and another thing. Yeah, which if you copy paste code from forum posts, you have to fix all of the spaces into tabs because it's Pythonic. It's so much fun. I love doing that. I love doing that so much. That's my favorite. I had some reasoning for trying out GDScript over the C# version of Godot. I guess my idea was like, well, GDScript is like the integrated. It's like this is what they're putting forth as like the Godot way of doing it. So I'm gonna, even though I'm more comfortable with C# than learning a new language, I'm gonna go for Godot script here. And yeah, I miss C#. I probably should have done C#, but it's fine. It's fine. Self buff. What color flag? What color flag does he hold up when he's doing his self buff? So far, he does dark red when he's doing strength, bright red for healing. He's doing blue for defense. Fire temple. Maybe purple. Maybe purple. Maybe web purple. Maybe Rebecca purple. Oh, what? But. Yeah, but the thing is, I want him to do 2 things. I want him to apply 2 status effects here. All right, well, yeah. We're gonna have to do this. We're gonna have to do it this way. Purple. Target. Target. Oh, that's a great idea. I love it. I love it. Posy's having a little puppy dream. Oh, let's look at Posy. Let's all look at Posy together. Maybe she won't wake up when I stand up. She stopped doing it. She stopped doing it. I don't remember the details of the naming of Rebecca Purple, but I think it's a sad story. Status effect directory dot power up and defense up. See, this is gonna be like, uh-oh, it's on now. Yikes, it is. Okay, cool. There you go. Germdove took the brunt of it for us. What are you doing, Posy? Yeah, she's just doing Posy things. Okay. I love CSS color names. All right. King self buff. There has to be exactly one entity on the battlefield and how do you get the current? You know what's really silly? This is it frightens me. The system has become so complex that a lot of times when I'm thinking like, oh, how do I get the current number of turns left on a status effect? My first instinct is to go to Google. I don't do it, but my brain is like, oh, let's see, what search terms do I need? What search terms do I need to find that answer? And it's like, oh, geez, this system has become so opaque that it feels like some big existing system that, oh yeah, everybody knows how to, there's probably a Stack Overflow post on how to do that in the battle engine I wrote. Has status effect. Okay, so there you go. He'll only use it if he doesn't already have the buff and he's the only unit on the field. Then he'll get his double. Okay, I think that's that. Ooh, this guy has a lot of moves, sort of. One of them is an existing move, but still. All right, so there's King Snail. He will have 3 buffs that he will use on the tank. And then once the tank is down, he will immediately switch to self buff. Oh, that one needs priority. That one needs priority. The priority system. Take Stack Overflow. Perfect. I've discussed the priority system I built for the moves before, and the idea is that typically, when an enemy has multiple moves in their pool of moves, well, actually, regardless of whether they have multiple or not, it's going to take each of the moves and see, are there any valid targets? For instance, a move may only target enemies that are on the ground or enemies that are in the front line or something like that. So the first thing that any entity does is check to see, okay, which of these moves actually has something I can hit with it? Like, for instance, the king may have this attack that buffs a teammate, but if he has no teammates, that one gets out of the list. So once you have the moves that are left, like, okay, I'm the only one on the team, therefore these two are available. The next thing it checks is the requirements, which is, okay, am I allowed to use this move given the current state of the battle? And this is stuff like the heal move is only usable when the target is missing more than 10 HP and it's an even numbered turn, because I don't want him spamming that. And once we've done all of that, then we randomly pick from the remaining moves. Just randomly, completely randomly. If I got these 3 moves left, I'll just pick one. Doesn't matter. But we have a few flags we can do to control how that works. Number 1 is priority. That's the easiest one. That just says if any moves have priority, find the highest priority and grab from that list. So if I had 3 moves, 2 of them have priority 1, 1 of them doesn't have priority at all, then I'll pick randomly from the priority moves. Simple. There are a few other flags. Specifically, I believe Rosie might use this. Oh, actually, maybe that's on the enemy. Use fresh. Okay, never mind. That's on the enemy itself. Use fresh moves. If you have use fresh moves, then we don't reuse the same move twice in a row if we can help it. So that's a lot of stuff going on for that system, but it's handy to have that available. So by marking this buff as priority, he will immediately use it once he is allowed to use it. And then because the requirement is set that he can't use this buff while he is buffed, he will not use it for the rest of battle. Hopefully. Okay. So I think this is a good battle in that you actually have some strategy. Like, do you take out the healer first? Do you take out the tank first? Do you try to get them kind of evenly down and take them out at the same time? Because at this point in the game, you will have Molma available. Zoom! Welcome in, Zoom. Thank you for the raid. Raid spam. I love raid spam. Hi, everybody. Hi, Zoom. Welcome in. Everyone coming in from Zoom's channel. Hi, I'm Dobbs. I'm technically a game developer. Did you get that sweet backwards T-spin? I should really have the game like more readily available to show off. Shouldn't I? Here, look at this. Look at this. Look, this is the game I made. Whoa, it's Paper Robot. Whoa. Thank you, Mac. Hi, I'm Dobbs. I've been working on this game for almost 2 years, and I've got 2 more years before it's done. This is the longest running game project I've ever worked on from start to release. And it's going to be amazing. It's cool. It's very Paper Mario-esque. I will never play. I have sworn off. I'm not playing Factorio until this game is done. Dabble Party. How long would you say I've spent working on Dabble Party? Just, you know, just ballpark. How much time have I spent working on Dabble Party in the last year, would you say? All right, there we go. Ta-da! Video game. Wait, where did my window? Hold on. I've screwed everything up. Ah, great. Okay, I need my window back. My chat is on the wrong monitor. There we go. That'll work. At least a year. Probably at least a year. I remember the first long-running project I worked on was Runaway Rabbit, which never even turned out that great. But it was my first, like, I'm going to make an entire video game all by myself. And it'll be okay, at least. And that was interesting because a lot of the systems I built in Runaway Rabbit appeared in Dabble Worlds. Like the circuit system from Dabble Worlds was an extension of an idea that was developed in Runaway Rabbit. Oh man, Gerbil Tales. Gerbil Tales. Is that even still possible to play? I'd probably have to play it with Google Chrome. Because I don't think it's possible to play it in Firefox, just because Firefox JavaScript not good. Oh man, look at this. Look at this. 6. Oh, look at this. Look at this. This was me saying, "Oh man, I wish I could play Mario Maker." I was like, I'll make my own Mario Maker. And then I did it again, but better later. See, look at you add these little clocks and then power things with them. I bet you could build Doom in this. You can climb up walls. How do you do this? Down, up, up. It was Gerbil Maker. Little fan action. Coins that don't do anything. Logic gates. See, it's an inverter. It inverts. Oh man. Is this cheese? Oh no. Oh no. There will not be stats today. Oh, gee. Oh, no. It was very Redstone-esque. There's got to be some way to... Oh. I think you could cheese that. I think this is a speed strat here. Put redstone in paper robot. Just one red stone. Oh, you know what? No, there's like a whole thing where you go and hit some switches to turn on a fan. Oh, look at this. Let's see, where did those go? Where did those go? Uh-huh, an AND gate, huh? Oh, look, a switch, huh? Oh, cool. Feels complete. Finally. There we go. That's how you do it. Fans. I just keep adding fans to video games. So sue me. Conveyor belts. No momentum. No momentum conveyor belts. Oh, he can't do it. You gotta find a way to turn it off. Oh, well, anyway. All right, that was fun. I keep putting fans in video games. I don't know why I keep doing that. Does the Molsk need more attacks? He's got Molsk roll. Didn't I have another one for him? Molsk tackle. Right, he can roll through. That's the plan, Slav. That's the plan. Okay, I think the Molsk fight is done. It will need some like banter. I've got a system for combat banter, so that when I can trigger things to happen based on fight events, like if enemy HP drops below threshold or blah 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 blah. So likely what it'll be is there'll be a little bit of intro banter. So after the fight starts, it'll be like, so I'm a snail, I'm gonna fight you. And then when one of them dies, there'll be a little like, if the Molsk dies first, then now I'm really gonna fight you. Or if King Snail dies first, and they'll be like, I leave it up to you. Do not disappoint. And so that's pretty easy. And I think with these kind of random buffs, you'll have to kind of play off of that a little bit. It'll make it a little tricky here and there. Okay, cool. I've got them set at 20 HP each for now. I think that's reasonable. When I'm testing it, we'll get a good feel. Everybody be like, I really struggled with such and such fight. Or such and such fight is actually impossible to do on hard mode. And I'm like, oh, I see. Nothing should be impossible on hard mode. Okay. Snail King, done. With the Molsk. Snails, done. Check mark, check mark, check mark. Okay. I don't think I'm going to end up doing lots of small enemies. We got Bernie. We're not doing Scorpion or Vulture. Oh, Slim is up next. Ooh. Slim. And the Pop Gunners. Well, let's start with a Pop Gunner. There he is. He hasn't been moved over to 3D yet. What's his deal? I mean, I guess he shoots you. Maybe Slim would be an easier one to start with. Slim reveal? There he is. His animation's okay, right? That's reasonable. So his shtick is gambling. That's his theme. His theme is gambling. Love gambling. Everybody loves gambling in this game. So likely I'm gonna theme some moves around playing cards. Yeah. You get it, Slav. You get it. Hi, Liari. Welcome in. He's gonna have a new status effect, and we can work on this status effect. We want to have oh yeah, dice will be fun, because you know, like, you think of the Wild West and you got the gamblers. You calling me a cheat? You know how it is. So we're gonna do that. Except it's gonna be just a fight, straight up a fight. So we're gonna incorporate, you know, like the game of poker around the table is like the theme. Dice, maybe the dice are a baby. We'll see about the dice. That could be fun, but definitely playing cards. Playing cards because I have a fun playing card themed move that he's going to use. But he's going to also need a status effect. He's going to be, there might be a little bit of a gimmick with this guy. He might have a bit of a gimmick. So the new status effect is going to be luck. So I need to get out our art tool. He probably needs a little bit of work because his talk animation is not very good right now because it only had to work in silhouette. His walk animation is actually kind of fun. I do like this. That's pretty fun. Okay. Let's open up the status effects. Where do we have those? Status. Yes, menus, battle. No, wait, here's a question. Does this have all of the... Oh, no, it doesn't have the new ones yet. Okay, so we need to close this window. And I need to make sure that I get the new ones copied over. Dabble Tails. Menus. Battle. Status effects. Icons. Replace. Now open it. There we go. Look at all these lovely status effects. Love whimsy. Love some good whimsy. All right, so we need 2 new status effect icons here. We need luck and bad luck. Lucky and misfortune? What do you call these? What do you call these? I said clover and broken horseshoe for the icons, which sounds good to me. All right, let's get out the tablet. The drawing tablet, that is. All right, let's draw us a clover. Oh, gotta be a 4-leaf clover. I was about to draw a 3-leaf clover like a dummy. Why do we have subdivisions? I don't want... Oh, that's not the right amount. 100. There we go. All right. When are we getting more information on Hook? Is that April? Donkey Kong Jungle Beat. Not much. What's Hook with you? Does that look okay? It looks a little bit... I mean, it'll be tiny, so I think it's going to be fine. I kind of want to do this. Maybe that'll help. Actually, that made it worse. Okay, that'll be fine. Broken Horseshoe. What color is Broken Horseshoe? A dim purple. That seems right. Okay. Cool. Easy. Who can guess what this status effect does? This one is silly. This one is silly. It murders a horse. Yay. Ding, 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 ding. Yeah, I unplugged my tablet, my drawing tablet. I am running Windows. Okay. I'm running Dabble OS. All right. Status effects. Ooh, this one's gonna be a weird one. Windows and doors. I'm slacking on adding the sound effects. Oh, geez. I'm feeling, I hope I'm not caught what Hovercat has. I'm feeling that pressure behind the eye. I'm like, uh-oh. Oh, no. Please no. Please no. We can't both be sick. Sharing. Do we just call it lucky and unlucky? That might be enough. Might be reasonable. Okay, it's 5 more than burn. So 28 for unlucky, 27 for lucky. Too many. That's way too many frames for anybody. Okay. Some of your food. Okay, so the gag with luck effects is that every time you flip a coin for another status effect, it will be guaranteed heads or tails. So for that, we need maybe a special little indication on a coin when it has been weighted. Is that much? Is that very much? Okay, so this is one that can't be defined in this. So now we have to see, is it possible to actually make this work? Coin flip. Coin. Status coin. Status coin does not have any code behind it. Status flip. Here we go. Dun, 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 dun. Aha. Oh no, but this does not pass in. I now see this does not pass in the Mario Wario Barrio. Star Wars. Oh, the other day, the topic of Dota types came up. I think that's the genre, right? Just a Dota. It's the genre and the game. A MOBA, thank you. That's the one. That's the one. A Dota MOBA. Dota was the Warcraft mod. I was walking down the street the other day. We were talking about MOBAs, and I brought up, I don't know if anyone played this game because it was a little side content in an otherwise not particularly popular game on a not particularly popular console. Well, it was the GameCube. Star Wars, The Clone Wars. Not to be confused with the movie Star Wars Attack of the Clones. But Star Wars The Clone Wars... Wait. Huh? I don't know my Star Wars very well. I don't know my Star War. Star Wars. It was Clone Wars. Okay. Clone Wars was the game. Clone Wars was the game. Star Wars The Clone Wars. Oh, you can get it for $10 at GameStop. Well, it was probably the game first. Oh, it was also on PlayStation. I did not know that. I mean, that makes sense. Okay, so it was also the war. So it also had, it was like a, like a vaguely movie tie-in-ish, go do missions on foot and hit people with your lightsaber, and then occasionally have vehicle sections and pew pew pew. You're piloting the thing. I mostly just tried to get out of bounds because that was fun to drive around the big wheel thing, whatever that's called. I don't know. It had a particular multiplayer mode. It had multiple multiplayer modes, and the typical one is like, you kill each other. Okay, sure, but it had this one mode that was called Conquest, and it was basically a MOBA. And I'm really interested in finding out. Let's see here. Okay. So Dota was 2003, the Warcraft mod. The first widely accepted game in the genre was Aeon of Strife, a custom map for StarCraft. But Star Wars The Clone Wars came out in late 2002. Yes, my lord. Okay. When did Aeon of Strife? No, everybody's saying 2002. January 2002. I'm trying to figure out. Everybody's always got everybody's always citing Dota as this is about when MOBAs started. But I think this random Star Wars game, I think this random Star Wars game on the GameCube had that DNA. And I doubt they took that idea from a StarCraft mod that was released earlier the same year that the Star Wars game was released. So the idea with Conquest, I'm going to get out Microsoft Paint. Conquest was very much I've got a base, you've got a base. There are, I think, 4 outposts in the maps. I love having base. And the outposts were not that amazing. They were basically a garage. This was the level geometry in elevation mode. So extrude that into the 3rd dimension. This is what the outposts look like. Okay? They were not anything much. But here's the thing. If you would both be in vehicles, if you drove up and parked within the immediate area around an outpost for 10 seconds, you would capture that outpost. It would become yours, and you would build a turret. A turret would spawn on it, and it would attack any enemy units that came close. And you could get up to 4 turrets on these outposts, and it would start to produce weak units that would very non-strategically march past the next outpost and then to the enemy base. This was Star Wars The Clone Wars, and it was a game mode called Conquest. It was multiplayer only, which is a shame because I loved it and I thought it was such a fun idea because it was like a simplified RTS. It was like somebody wedged a bit of RTS in. Oh, good. Thank you, Dupu. I love that. I love that. That is gonna be great. Cool. You're gonna get what you wish for, unfortunately. Infinite. Now I just need to come up with a design for a weak unit. Anyway. Yeah, that was the idea, is that you would be kind of splitting your time between, I want to attack the enemy base, because that's the whole winning formula. That's the win condition, is destroy the enemy base. But if I had units on my side, oh, wouldn't that help? And so you're like rushing to like, oh, I gotta capture my first outpost as soon as it starts. You played that game. There you go. I thought it was really cool. Oh yeah, it came out. It was ported to Xbox in 2003, so about 6 months later. Dota was created in 2003. This predates Dota, and this is basically Dota. You have these symmetrical forces that are attacking, and they're just destroying each other in the middle, and you, the player, with free will, okay, so there are even some shooters. I don't know a thing about Battlefield, I'll be honest with you. Anyway, I just wanted to talk about that because I was working the day that it came up in Dupu's channel, and I didn't have the chance to properly exercise those thoughts from my body. Let's just make that. Let's just make that. Now we're talking. 1998? Oh man, Wikipedia was saying 2002, but maybe I was misreading it when I was just quickly scanning it. All right. Here's the problem. That would be the Warcraft. Hold on. What am I reading here? MOBA. First widely accepted game in the genre was AOS, Aeon of Strife, a fan-made custom map released in 2002 for StarCraft. So what was the MOBA StarCraft mod was 1998. Okay. Let's see here. 1998 Future Cop LAPD had a strategic precinct assault mode. Oh, wait. The 1989 Mega Drive Genesis game Herzog Zwei. Sorry. Has variously been cited either as a precursor to or an early example of the MOBA genre. There you go. The only reason I can even recognize Zwei is because of TF2. That one was also multiplayer only. I can't imagine that's a huge surprise because it's like the main advantage, perhaps, that the human players have is the ability to think. That the AI is very simplistic. You can't take that away. Bake result. I'm not going to like the find results here. Oh, maybe I'm... Okay, maybe this is okay. Yeah, we go ahead and get the heads count in advance. Oh, dang. Dang. Final Fantasy 4. I think Final Fantasy 4 was really, really good. I like Final Fantasy 4. We're gonna have to rework all of this. Currently, this function here, Q status effect flip. Apparently defend was at one point used for poison. That's cool. All right, here's the base example is Paint Feint. Currently, Q status effect only cares about who is receiving the status effect. Flip coins on them. Should never matter where the effect is coming from. But now it does. Now it does. If a status effect is coming from an enemy that is lucky, then we need to guarantee heads and deduct potency for every guaranteed head. Something band name. I don't know. So that means that all of these cases... 5-person party, yeah. Which was the style at the time. Let's see. Yeah, it's all about 3 now. At what point, how big of a party do you need before it becomes a tactics game? Final Fantasy 1, you had 4. Final Fantasy 2/4, you had 5. 6 was... How many was 6? 3? 4? It wasn't. It couldn't have been 5. I'm trying to remember what the menus look like. 6 was parties of 4, okay. Gotcha. Octopath Travelers! Yeah, we're gonna have to take each of these and pass in a source. That's gonna be a little bit of a pain, but important. Okay. All right. Add a source to each of these. Make sure to read it. Make sure to read it. Think about it. Think about it. That should be the change on most of these. Source, yep. Everyone in the party's on the field at once. Now it's a party. What are some dumb things you can do with a party system? Put all party members in a trench coat. All party members have to be put in a trench coat, and you have to assign who is the legs, who is the arms, and who is the head. Actually, hang on. Okay, 3 kobolds in a trench coat is a widespread enough joke at this point to be well known enough. That could be an interesting roguelike or roguelite. Assemble your party of kobolds. kobolds, put them in a trench coat, assign them positions based on their stats. What is this? Oh, temp. Okay, yeah. Sleep. Status effect. For all the sleepy sheepies. I might be a bit of a sleepy sheepy myself. What? What is this one? Oh, that one's gone. Yeah. Okay, that wasn't too bad of a change there. You know what? I do think I've seen that. Spits out coins. It's great. All right. So we're getting closer here. So now we have the source here, which means we can pass the source into bake result. Oh, and we also need to pass in the target, because the target's luck can play into it. What if they're both lucky? Like, what if... Ooh, does being lucky mean that you don't take tails? Does lucky only guard you? Lucky and unlucky. Does that only guard you from effects? Maybe that would make it a lot simpler, is that only the recipient of the effect matters. So if you are unlucky, then status effects thrown at you keep coming up heads. And if you're lucky, status effects thrown on you keep coming up tails. What status effects is Slim going to try and throw on you, though? Like, I think it would be very interesting if, like, he opens the battle with a luck effect, because that's interesting. That's cool. Like, that could even be a before you even have a chance to fight, you get hit with a luck move that makes you unlucky and him lucky. So he basically becomes vaguely immune to all status effects. So you can't take it, and you cannot, if you're unlucky, you can't buff yourself. Now that's something. I think that's the key there, is that at this point in the game, you have a special move that can inflict a ton of status effects on the enemy that can lock them down, but it's not going to work on Slim because he's too lucky. Wait, no, that doesn't work because he... That special move doesn't flip, does it? I don't think it flips. I think it just grants the status effect. Okay, so that's out. Never mind on that. However, you can't use Leon's decoy move because you'll be unlucky. It'll always come up tails. Can't use items that debuff enemies, but you can use your special move. Hi, Foxman. Welcome in. Okay, I think it's still valid. Lucky. Yeah, we got a lot of game developers here. Prevents status effects. Switching to Unreal, how are you enjoying that? I've done a little bit with Unreal. As with most engines, it's got its warts. It's just a matter of learning how to work around them and what to watch for. There we go, yeah. G-Develop. That doesn't ring a bell. What is that? Mobile games. JavaScript. Huh. Interesting. Huh. Or C#. Let's see here. Unlucky just makes you more likely. Let's just say coins are weighted. Like, so this description is like the short version of what pops up when you receive the status effect. I don't think anybody brought up Python. What's the status gonna do? So you know how in this game, let's see, there are status effects that may or may not be good, but whenever you are getting a status effect, let me grab an item here. Let's grab one that actually has an effect. Defense scrubber. Perfect. Well, now somebody mentioned Python. So when you throw a status effect on somebody, if it's not guaranteed, you flip a coin for it. And so this item here is 3 coins of defense down. Each of those is a 50-50, and for every heads, the effect gets stronger. So this first guy got hit by -1 defense, but the second guy got hit by -2 defense. Status effect, coin flips. Targeted toward you will be in your favor. Uh-oh, no you. Will land in your favor. Okay, that'll work. It'll just say against or with your favor. Now, what happens if you are lucky and unlucky? Sorry, how did we start talking about Python? I might have missed something in chat that was leading up to that. Better than Visual Basic? I mean, I do a lot of Visual Basic at work. It's not bad. Honestly, I kind of prefer VB to Java. Nothing is better than VBA. Truer words never spoken. Okay, so status flip. We're trying to determine if it is heads or not. Is blocked. Okay, blocked is if you have resistance. So we're gonna say, oh geez, can you have, can you have, you live in Python for work? I've never had to do Python for work. It's always been, the first major app I worked on was Visual Basic backend, and lots of JavaScript. That's kind of where I cut my teeth on JavaScript, was with that one. I've done some C# since, and I like C# a lot. I did have to do some Java, but it was mostly just like just setting up API endpoints. So there was no logic there. It was just, here's the data, get it into this format. So it was like, iterate through lists and swap data types. Nothing, combine address fields. Very little, if any, actual code going on. All right. Someone, GermDove is going to find a way to get a unit to be both lucky and unlucky at the same time. And I think that's worth an achievement. Battle science. Yeah, okay. I've got categories for the achievements because I think that's fun. I mean, I guess we'll see. All right, there you go. There you go, GermDove. I don't know how it's going to be possible. I would imagine that's going to be some kind of item. I remember there were a lot of cases in Thousand Year Door where weird item recipes would be like, it heals a little bit and also gives you a status effect that might even be negative. That's him laughing. Wow, it sounds just like that. There we go. That's fun. I need to make those on hotkeys. Every time I press spacebar in any application, it bops. It's so good it's really good for your sleep to hear your own voice at 3 a.m. He loves it. He loves it. That's like becoming Little Toadette's catchphrase whenever she's doing anything with Posey. Like, oh, she loves it. Like, does she? Like, throwing a blanket over her head. Oh, she loves being warm. See? She loves it. She's like, get this off of me. It's like she's really trying to will it. Oh, Posey puts up with so much. She's a good dog. She does eat bananas sometimes, though, and half an onion. And a bowl of noodles off the table. An entire bowl of noodles. That's the good dog tax. That is. Oh, there's a Bluey song that's been stuck in my head because it's become Posey's theme song. It's called Burger Dog. And the thing is, they knew, because they went out of their way to parody catchy kid-targeted songs and accidentally made a catchy kid-targeted song. Anyway, so please enjoy Burger Dog. I'm not going to play it. I'm just going to think it really loud. Hi, Sunset Knight. Welcome in. Okay, so we know we want to have an achievement if you get these two conflicting status effects somehow. Probably by cooking some item that makes you lucky and cooking some item that makes you unlucky, and then you eat them because you're a curious player. And you're like, what would happen if I eat both of these? And the effect is, well, you get an achievement. And what actually happens to the coin flips? Do they cancel out? Okay, thought I heard something. I remember when Dupu was Borger. He was a big, funny Borger. Okay. So lucky on its own is easy. It just forces is heads to be true. Unlucky on its own, easy. But both. Also, I think this probably needs to include an how does the resistance? I've got like a little icon that shows up if you have a resistance to, here we go, right there. Yep, coin instance. You unlocked it. I don't know why. Wait, what am I seeing here? Oh, okay. Jeez, that really threw me for a loop. I was like, wait, I can see the leftmost one and I can see the rightmost one, but I can't see what the name of the middle one is. Like, oh, you got me, Twitch. You got me. For being in a shared chat. I'm not sharing my chat with anybody. This is my chat. Wiggenborger. Fab the Urger. Okay, so we need to go over to the coin scene. We need to go to the coin scene here. That's this one right here. Yes. Good. Is that shield supposed to look like that? I'm sure it's fine. Why does it always draw oh. You know what? That's probably busted. I probably made this material magic. Render priority? Is that what's doing this? No. Well, how is this rendering below? That's the question. Actually, I should turn off depth test. Well, no. Oh. Does this have no depth test on it? Is that what's going on here? It has no depth test. So this one should also have no depth test and be positioned later. It's still behind it. Magic, huh? Okay, Fox fan. Nice. I don't know what you're trying to tell me here. What do I want here? Sounds unreal, but up. Okay, render priority up gets it on top. Okay, but I also want a lucky icon and an unlucky icon. If it gets shielded, you're wasting. Ooh. If you resist. Multiple things, multiple systems colliding in interesting ways. So there's a resistance system for status effects. An enemy may be resistant to fire status effect, for instance, burning. Which means that the first coin of that status effect will always have the shield icon over it and will always count as tails, despite the actual result. So with luck, if you are lucky, then your coin flip would be... I don't think we want to... I don't think we want to expend a luck effect on a blocked coin. I think that's fair. Let's put that in the code here. Is red +1? Okay. So the rule is blocked coins don't trigger luck effects because they're guaranteed already. So double guaranteeing it, that's bad. Alternate? Maybe like if you have if you're lucky and unlucky, we will alternate. The first non-blocked coin we will process one way and then the other and then back and forth. Which one do we start on? We'll also alternate based on the turn number. Which, can we get the turn number? We can get the turn number. We can get it from the target, because that's got reference to a battle manager, and that's got the turn number on it. Okay. Let's just, I don't think we're going to get to testing this tonight. So I don't know if I even want to get into the coding, because I'm going to forget how it's supposed to work by the time it's time to test it. But we'll get the artwork in place, the sprites. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, dun, dun. I do need to start thinking about a raid target. I'm going to go down a little bit early tonight, probably. Oh, there's a guy I don't get to raid much. We'll see if he's still on. This guy was in Dupu's chat ages ago. Singularity. And he mentioned that he was working on something. I checked out what he was doing. He was working in Godot on an RPG. More of like a 8-bit, 16-bit RPG. I would say something along the lines of original Final Fantasy style. And I kind of watched that for a bit. And I haven't seen him working on it in a long time. And he's not working on it tonight either. He's working on something different. But he is doing game dev, so we might check that out. Does a lot of level head. All right, so the status coin will have a clover, which we're going to use the status effect PNG. We're just going to use the clover. The very same. The very same. Oh, I love weathered cut copper stairs. Okay, so you can't be shielded A coin cannot be shielded and there we go. So we'll have luck off to the corner a little bit. These 3 elements are going to be impossible to have at the same time. And so it's okay if they overlap. There we go. Lucky, unlucky. Oh. Where's the shield? Oh, we got get node shield. Oh, cause it's on the coin instance. This run. It will never happen because I'm going to have them in 3 distinct paths. Lucky and unlucky will only process if it is not blocked. If is blocked, if not blocked, do this. Oh, it doesn't even flip. If it's blocked, it doesn't even flip the coin. But if it is not blocked, I'm gonna override is heads and just say, I don't care what you randomly rolled, it's now this. Handle luck effects. See, and here we're gonna decide: is this one going to be a lucky coin or an unlucky coin? Because I need to know which one to process first. Oh, I hate that. Okay. Do I need to have a special route for both, or is there a way that I can change the order? Yeah, I can change the order. Effects to check. Like that. Make it a list. Make it a list, and then reverse the list. Oh. I just love looking cool on walkie-talkies. Let's see if singularity. Oh, GQ getting on. No, I already said we're going game dev. We're gonna do game dev person. Okay, I'll let the raid play out. Hopefully you're staying on. So I chatted with this guy, like it would have been like a year ago. Yeah, this guy was definitely, I definitely found this guy through Dupu's chat. Ages back. And he was working on an RPG, I think in Godot. Don't remember this. It's, singularity. So, yes. Yeah, I have no idea. Look, I haven't seen him in your chat. Do it. I'm curious now. I need to be validated that I do remember how I met people. I need that validation. Give me that sweet, sweet Val. 0 messages. Who was it? How did I meet this person? Dang it. Well, I can't use her myself in their channel. I mean, I can. December 3rd, 2023. It must have been a psychic link. Wait. Dupu, I'm not kidding. I think that there is a maximum time limit on messages. But if they're not following, then that probably breaks that idea. But there was somebody, because maybe I have my own database, because sometimes it's easier to check old messages through SQL than through Twitch's nasty interface. But I was checking for someone's messages, and I was like, where on earth is this message? Because I know this person said this. I've got it right here. It's the same user. The user still exists. They were following, but it says 0 messages. And I guess my theory is that there's some maximum time frame. Anyway, let's raid out before the ad starts. Do I have anything in... Do they have anything in my chat? They have 25 messages in my chat. Maybe that's how I met them. You know what? Maybe it was no, how did he get here? He said he was making a game. I don't remember. I'm probably confusing him with someone else then. Hi, I'm from Dubu's chat, and... Okay, I have no idea how I met this man. We're gonna raid in because he's doing game development. That's it, that's the reason. Hello, Mario. Everybody, have a great night. I'll see you Friday. Bye.